let's talk about some real music. Pop Smoke,
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
R.I.P.
What do you think about the album cover?
Show him the hoodie.
The hoodie. Get this out of here. Pop Smoke.
Peep the drip. Peep the drip.
27 Club.
Pop Smoke.
Got me this hoodie. They did the Pop Smoke commemoration piece. Sick. Yeah. What do you think about the album cover though? Start there.
The original one or
the original one? Like, I didn't really get the controversy around it.
It looked like shit.
You thought it looked like shit?
Yeah.
Why?
You didn't see the thing that they got like what was it, like Future's album with Drake? It's like What a Time to Be Alive with the Diamonds, and they merged it with a picture of Pop Smoke. And
is that really it?
They made a meme of it. It was bad. They had another one that was like, this should be the new Pop Smoke album cover. And it's him with fucking Virgil in a fucking headlock.
No.
Nah, but that shit sucked, to be honest.
I didn't think it sucked, really. I mean, honestly, I like it better than what they put on now. It like had him on it. But the thing was, the story behind it was that Pop Smoke wanted Virgil to make his album cover. That was for his first album. That's what he said. It was like on record somewhere. And then Virgil makes it. People hate it. And then they get it changed. And I'm like, well, that's kind of going against like his dying wishes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted that, I would have took that and said, this is what we're doing. If Virgil redo it, but do it.
Nah, if Pop would have released the fucking album cover before the album, everybody would have shitted on it too anyways.
I don't think so. I think if he was alive, that people wouldn't shit on it.
Nah. They would have been like, what the fuck is this? And they would have memed it just the same way.
The only thing that I thought was a little weird about it was that it kind of looked like, he just kind of looks like 50 Cent in general, but he kind of looked like they face morphed him a little bit to look like 50 Cent. Did you see that at all? On the original album cover?
No, it's probably just like I'm pretty sure Pop had veneers, so the jaw looks like different.
I don't know, something about it. Where at first I thought it was one of those cut in half photos where they put like, basketball players side by side or things like that. That's originally what I thought.
No, but I like the new album cover. It's way better.
I definitely disagree, but because it's just a rose. It's nice.
He died, man.
I get that, like the symbolic.
It's an album. It's not an album that came out with him alive. It's an album. It's like what do they call it? A
posthumous.
Yeah, it's a posthumous album. Like, he didn't really make this album. 50 made it.
Yeah.
So it's not,
He could really tell that 50 was a huge part of it all.
Yeah, but
Do you think 50 was doing it because he really loved Pop Smoke?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard people say otherwise, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
I saw a little clip where he was talking about how Pop Smoke, when he met him, he was like weird and just like writing all the shit down that 50 was saying. Like,
oh really?
And he was like weirded out because he was like, why is he over there? What's he doing on his phone? And he noticed he was like writing all the shit he was saying down.
That is kind of weird. But he was like studying him, like really studying him. Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, he bodied his own fucking song. Pop bodied fucking Many Men.
Yeah. I love that song, Snitchin'. I love the intro to that.
Oh, that song was okay.
You saw what I did to Ricky? I gave him 40 years. So funny.
Oh, yeah. It was funny, but the song was okay. I don't know. You couldn't kind of hear there was like the people on it. It's not the same. I don't know.
I really liked it. I thought Quavo did a really good job on it. There were some songs that, like, the song with 50 Cent on it, what's the song called? The Woo? Is it called The Woo? It had 50 Cent and I think Roddy Ricch on it. It didn't even sound like Pop Smoke, was a part of it, obviously, because it was just Pop Smoke on the hook and then them for the rest of the song. I forget what it's called. It's The Woo. It's got 50 Cent and Roddy Ricch. You would know what it is. It's got a star on it, I'm sure, on Apple Music.
I think my favorite one was For the Nights, and there's another one.
That song 4-4 Bulldog. I ain't with the taco, the chit chat.
44 Bulldog.
Yes, that song was hard.
Oh, I think it's Yeah Yeah. Yeah Yeah was hard as fuck.
That doesn't stick out to me.
It was kind of like a.
It's a singy one, right?
It was kind of like a singy, kind of more like love song. But that shit was fucking hard. The beat was hard. I was like,
the guy 808 Mellow, I think it was like all over it.
The fucking the sub on that shit was like,
it hit
different. I don't know. It was fucking. It wasn't like rattling, but it was just like big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I finally got my key back for my car, so I can take off the limit on the volume, so I can actually listen to music again. It's incredible.
So dumb. I can't believe it.
I love the features. You know, a lot of people say that like, oh, you know, you should be able to carry the album on your own. Clearly, this is a different situation, but I thought the people did a really good job putting the features on.
He already had like mixtapes by himself. He was trying to put out an album, not another fucking mixtape. Yeah. If you want to hear him by himself, go listen to his
Meet the Woo 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think that they did a really good job, you know, because sometimes you'll hear like someone's feature on an album and it sounds like they just put it together real quick, didn't really think about it much. And then with all these guys, it sounded like they really put a lot of time into their features, because their features kind of had to hold the song together in a lot of ways, because of all the missing pieces you would have Pop Smoke do, you know?
Yeah. I like the album a lot.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, he didn't finish it, but it sounded like put together with thought.
Well, you know, and last time we talked about Meet the Woo 2, I was kind of shitting on it a little bit, because I was like, it sounds like everyone else. It sounds like Travis Scott. It sounds like Migos. And the first 3 songs, I skip those generally when I started. One's just an intro. But those first 3 just remind me of that Meet the Woo 2, where it sounded like Travis Scott. It sounded like the Migos. And I just take it for what it is, but I didn't really like it, you know?
Yeah.
And I still felt that same way about what I had said about Meet the Woo 2. But then it switched up. 4th song in, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then it goes on. And
yeah, by the
really,
end it
really
was
good.
like, I was like, oh wow, I was like, this is kind of like it. One song sounded like just straight like 50. I was like,
yeah,
I just Pop Smoke. I was like, but it was still kind of like New York.
Yeah, like, it's such a shame, man. Because did you read the description for the album?
No,
I always read the descriptions when they come out, and it was talking about how Pop Smoke was really going to be the guy for New York, with someone like 50 Cent backing him, and then he like hated on 6ix9ine, who's the guy in New York as well, and for 50 to co-sign Pop while he's hating on 6ix9ine, while 50 co-signed 6ix9ine, it was like clearly people would have gone all the way towards Pop Smoke, because he would have been like the real guy, you know what I mean? Where you would take 6ix9ine for what he is. But yeah, I really like it. The description was really good. They talked about how 50 actually had a handful of songs that he was on, and they took them all off because he wanted it to be more of Pop Smoke, like less feeling like 50 was just because he was the executive producer, that he wasn't the one like taking it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, he was gonna come out with all those songs with 50 on it too.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I would imagine they'll come out later, and there's probably something more, because 50 Cent's, he thinks in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's always thinking about what can come next. I would imagine there's another, maybe like an EP or something that could come out. Who knows what the deal is, you know? But
holy shit, this description is a goddamn biography.
Yeah, it's long. It's like 3 paragraphs.
No, that was a short essay. Hell no.
I like that they had a 808 Mellow, I think that's his name, I hope it is, on it a lot, because that was his original producer, the guy he popped off with. Be a shame if they took him off.
808 Mellow?
I think that's his name. It's like 808 Melly or Mellow or something like that.
Nah, the one he popped off with was Axel.
No, it says it in the description. Check real quick.
Axel on the beat?
I don't know. This guy's the guy from the UK, the 808 guy.
Oh, yeah. UK. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. That was what they were saying about, what's this? That first song. I can't remember the name that blew up. and it was that UK grime kind of style, but with Pop Smoke doing those like classic Brooklyn bars on it. He's a good rapper too. I don't know if people really give him credit.
Classic Brooklyn bars. It was more kind of like.
Well, I guess not classic drill. Like Biggie, but like like what we think now.
Yeah, because I just watched
like with 5EO and.
I just watched the interview and they were interviewing like 5EO Foreign and they're talking about him and Pop Smoke's like sound and shit or whatever.
Do you think 5EO pops off as much as he could now? I mean, now that Pop's gone, I felt like that was the wave that he was kind of surfing on too.
Maybe
5E. Yeah, I don't know. He's doing okay. He wasn't on that album at all.
Nah.
You would expect him to be. And I guess there was someone else who was pulled off that album. He made like a tweet about it or posted it on Instagram or something. Ack posted it. And he said like, how are you going to take me off the album but leave my ad libs? That's like cap, blah, blah, blah. Really? Do you remember seeing that?
No, I didn't see it.
I don't know who it was.
But think about it, honestly. Like 50 produced it, but what if, 50 didn't like people and then he just took them off? Or they didn't agree to the terms, he just took them off.
Or they might not have just really added something that the album needed too.
Yeah.
If their verse was whack or something.
Yeah. No, but overall the album's good, but it's not, it wasn't a Pop Smoke album. It was a 50 R.I.P. Pop Smoke album.
Yeah. But for what it's worth, I thought it was pretty great. That's like definitely had made into my like top 10 albums like easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to it nonstop.